Hello everyone, this is Zach from TradeBSA. So today, this short video, I would like to focus Tasco. So Tasco Berhad actually having a period of long reaccumulation, and this is actually is a trendless reaccumulation. Okay, so I think a lot of members also ask me about Tasco. Okay, what is happening right now, and what is the expectations? Okay, now there are a few counter indicators currently are having this type of trendless reaccumulation. Usually this kind of trendless reaccumulation after, of course, on the background, if let's say they break up for, a period of time, or maybe 100 over 200 over percent, usually it takes slightly longer, right? So some will take 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, and we don't know how long it will take. I think Gyeongnam is one of the closest. Okay, if let's say I want to look into similar setups, MFCB is now one of them, and Scientech. Okay, but of course Scientech after 9 months they break up higher. So, but of course, trade on this kind of counter definitely needs one thing, lots of patience. So one thing is that we want to ensure is that is the sound strength overall still there, right? So for example, if let's say for example, someone remember if you attended the 7 days series, okay, again, few of the very important things that you want to look into, right? So of course, first of all, cut through below 2040s, okay, which is pretty normal because of a big trend on the left hand side. But when it goes back up to 2040s, we want to monitor, the overall volume, how it turns up, right? So we got a pretty good volume, okay, so kind of like a pretty good volume to crossing 2040s. Now after these high volumes, the subsequent thing we want to see how it actually supported well, okay, around the volume areas. Okay, so far I think they are still doing pretty well, okay, pretty good. So again, ranging, okay, we're going to range for months, okay, you're going to range for months, okay. Now some member probably will ask me that, okay, here got some sell off, in between, like a mini shakeout. Okay, it happens sometimes because the range sometimes is kind of wide. Okay, if you take the bottom to the top here, okay, assume here to here, right, so it's around like 20 over to 30%, right? So sometime in between you will see some sort like this kind of shakeout happening. So if let's say, for example, a few things against, do remember, right? Sound strength, sound weakness need to have a confirmation, right? If let's say weaknesses, we want to see follow through, resistance. Okay. If let's say strength, again, we want to see a follow through going up, support, right? So for example, in this case over here, if you notice, this is a bar that causing some sort of like a problems over here, right? So we got a high volume down bar, form resistance, okay, a immediate resistance to this range currently. But one thing is that luckily it didn't manage to make a follow through. Yes, it do drop for a few days, but subsequent price pushing up. Now, few recently the upbar can be increasing when it's coming back. So probably this is telling us that in this period here, probably they currently are doing on this kind of like a mini shakeup, right? So hopefully with this volume here, it will helps to retest the resistance and probably make a follow through. Okay, against volume here, if you ask me, it's not that exciting yet. Okay, so we want to see some sort of like this kind of volume, okay, to have some excitement in the market currently. Hopefully we'll see soon, the volume slowly building up, right? So again, it's good to recheck again, based on weekly chart. So like I said, even today is only Thursday, but I think the volume will still remain like average. All right, so but good things I say, okay, if let's say you are using the weekly chart here, even though it's a bit boring, okay, you want to check the support, okay, above 2040s. All right, we got NS over there, we got Spring over there, and I believe for Mastercard student, you're able to spot a COC over there as well, right? So against weaknesses, okay, sometimes you will see this kind of hidden UT in sideway, right? So similar like one that we mentioned in Masterclass, sometimes it goes up, you see UT doesn't mean it will drop, but you want to check the overall volume, okay, probably do a pullback. So in this case over here as well, same things. This is what we call the hidden UT, and causing, it form like a temporary resistance. Okay, again, if let's say I put over here, right? So if you notice here, uptrust, okay, so it caused like a temporary resistance, right? So hopefully, with this big volume is slightly increasing, it able to make some, a good follow through, hopefully by next week. Okay, again, I'm not so sure, but currently one thing for sure is that the support is still there. Okay, so again, this is videos to share with you what is one spread analysis and how I use it, or how we use it, okay, to check the market stages, sound strength, sound weaknesses. Okay, definitely we are not doing any buy call over here. Okay, so if you want to enter this trade, make sure you plan your own trading plan. All right. So especially for last one, before I close, okay, last one, especially for new members or new traders, if you want to do a little bit of momentum, probably you want to monitor. Okay, is there any green pentagon, turning to here? Okay, based on the weekly chart. Okay, if you want to look for a bigger time frame with sound strength. Okay, so example here, this is WCT. Of course, WCT is shorter. The Re-Accumulation is shorter. So here we got green pentagon, follow through. Okay, so at least you got a chance to test resistance. Okay, so for new members, probably you want to focus on these sound setups. Okay, Asia I think is kind of same too. All right, so hopefully for Tasco, okay, we will see a green pentagons, okay, somewhere around like hopefully this week, okay, the most to go one more day, if not next week. Okay, so if let's say there's any changes into our chart setup, chart pattern for Tasco, I will give you updates to everyone. Okay, so thank you, and do remember to subscribe to this channel. If you like what we do, click the like button for me also. All right, thank you, and see you in the next video.